It is time.
Time for the pumpkin.
Time for the pumpkin. Coach Dan
and Lisa
here, and we're ready to rock out some of this, one of my absolute all-time favorite, at least currently, favorite breakfast foods, which is our pumpkin pie oatmeal, which is so
he
great.
is like all into the pumpkin spice craze, and he said, I wonder if you can make pumpkin spice oatmeal. And we did. We figured it out. So it is so incredibly easy. So we're going to do this really fast. But there's just a couple teensy little things that you have to remember. First one, always spray the inside of your crock pot, or you will lose half of your oatmeal. This is canola oil with no, what do you call it?
Well, it's no propellants. So no propellants, and what that ends up prevents is preservatives, so you're actually not having extra additives. You can probably also use olive oil, but olive oil, what's the difference between that and canola for that?
Just give it a different flavor.
A little bit of a different flavor. Okay, and there's not that much in there, so it's not that big a deal.
Yeah,
but
I wouldn't use olive oil in this.
You do want to coat it, okay?
Yep. Okay, so in this giant mixing cup that I love, there are 4 cups of liquid. 2 cups of milk, 2 cups of water.
What kind of milk?
I use powdered milk, and so that's 2/3 cup of powdered milk to make 2 cups of milk.
So should they use skim milk? Should they use almond milk?
You use whatever you like.
Okay.
Yep. You can use heavy cream if you want to be Ree Drummond, the pioneer woman. Anyway, so this is what I want you to do, because I've made this without doing this and it doesn't work. Take your whole can of pumpkin and mix it with your other liquid beforehand, because I made the mistake the very first time I made
Chucking it in.
I love to dump stuff into the crock pot and not worry about it, but it left kind of chunks of the pumpkin, and nobody likes that.
Yep.
So this dissolves really, really fast. So take a whisk and get that all mixed in there. And this is a 1/4 cup of maple syrup. And you could...
Can we back up to the pumpkin real fast?
Oh, sure.
Make sure, guys, make sure.
It's not pumpkin pie filling.
No.
It's pumpkin pie, pumpkin puree.
Pureed pumpkin, because pumpkin pie filling, you should, I'm just saying, never use pumpkin pie filling.
Pumpkin pie is so easy to make.
So
you don't need to buy the pumpkin pie
come up on that
filling.
time of year, please don't use that.
Right.
Find a good recipe online. That's made, there's so much processed junk that goes in that. Okay,
this is already dissolved.
The syrup, and that's for sweetening, okay? So pure maple syrup, we really like it. It's pretty clean, okay?
I like the way it adds like the fall feel to this kind of
recipe. There's that little bit of maple sense there. Now, I suppose you could potentially use things like stevia.
Brown sugar.
Brown sugar, if you want to go the other direction, that's really,
We're just trying to stay as clean and natural as possible. And it is still sugar, but it's not high fructose corn syrup or anything
literally,
like that.
guys, how many servings this is going to create? Probably about 8 servings is what it's going to create. So the amount of that syrup that goes into your system ain't no thing.
So I recommend making this as a big batch, because you don't want to use a half a can of pumpkin, because guess what? I just threw away a half a can of pumpkin the other day because Dan was like, oh, just make a half a batch. So don't do that. Make
and
a whole.
It lasts a long time, guys. It holds out for a really long time.
So I put in a teaspoon of vanilla, and so we're going to pour this in. See how it's all mixed. No pumpkin chunks, at least I hope so.
No chunky.
Going in nice. There you go.
Good.
And then this is 2 cups of steel cut oats. Use whatever kind of oats you want, except for instant. Don't use instant.
You can use old fashioned. That's great. Okay.
And
there's a debate on that, just so you know, guys. The debate's absolutely inconclusive about steel cut versus
being better for you.
There's nothing either way.
I like the texture.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. There's a little bit of a grit to this, which is fun for us. I like
so you see, I'm mixing this up because the second time I made this, I poured the oatmeal in and left it, and it did not get down into there. So halfway through, I had to stir it up. It wasn't a big deal, but I'm just telling you to make it a one-time.
See, these are tips we're giving you guys so you avoid them for later. Okay.
Right.
And then finally,
and then a couple teaspoons. I use 2. You could use less. You could use more of the pumpkin pie spice mixture, which I do buy already mixed in.
Yeah.
You know, they put a lot of good stuff in there. And that's it. That is all there is.
And then you let this cook for how long?
It's hard to say because
it smells so good.
It does smell so good.
I know.
And I would say about 3 hours on high, but always check it. Always check it. You know, when you feel like you look at it, it looks like it's puffed up. Take a little spoonful, let it cool off, taste it, and see if it's right.
And you're really just looking for texture when it comes to your oats being
totally.
cooked. That's really
it's not
pretty
like
much what it is.
you're gonna die from it,
from
like
pumpkin
it was meat or
being uncooked
something.
as much,
So that's it. You could do it on low too for about 6 hours. And see how that goes.
Instant Pot options, recommend, not recommend? What do you think?
I think you probably could. The thing about Instant Pot and grains, especially like in oatmeal, people have said that it clogs your steam release.
Oh yeah.
That like the steam has the grain in it.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
And it makes it sticky.
Yep.
So you have to be careful with that. So I basically use my crock pot for these kinds of recipes.
Okay.
And I save the instant for meats and stuff like
things
that.
we're ready for.
That is all. We are done.
Really good.
See how fast?
So guys, really, really fantastic. This is such a clean way to get a great breakfast in. And so just so you know, real quick tip here, and this relate, you need carbs. Okay, so people tend to go, oh, well, I'm just gonna not eat carbs ever. It's like, if you get this good meal, it will keep you full for so long until you get to that lunch. I always do a morning snack, of course. I do. I've got my Shakeology that I use on a regular basis in addition to this. But the fact being that I am full and I have energy for my day.
Yep.
And guys, that's what it's truly about. We are in our 40s right now, and I would just say that we need this kind of energy in order to fuel our day, fuel our focus, fuel our concentration. And so don't neglect your carbs if they're good, clean carbs like this, complex, okay? So hope you enjoyed this recipe. Let us know if you did. Please
try it. It's so good.
Absolutely. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'd love to have you do that. You can do that below. And thanks for watching.